Hello students, welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Adda 24/7. So students, today we'll discuss the weekly revision, section wise weekly revision. So this is a 1 hour long session, so please be patient. So let us go into the weekly revision today. But before going into the revision, please subscribe our YouTube channel, share our videos with your friends, like our videos, and also join the Telegram channel for this PDF, and do download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the link in the description as well as comment section. So students, let us go into the first section for today, national news. So in national news in this week, we have few important questions. So we'll see the important questions. So who launched the multiple educational initiatives recently, including the Academic Bank of Credit, which will provide multiple entries and exit options for studies in higher education. So who launched this? Academic Bank of Credit. So this initiative was launched by which of the following? The answer is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on the occasion of the first anniversary of the National Educational Policy, so he launched some few initiatives. So out of which the Academic Bank of Credit is one important initiative where we can have multiple entry and exits for students mainly in higher education. So it will act as a digital bank. So this is a major instrument for facilitating multidisciplinary, holistic education and multiple entry and multiple exit in the higher education system. Okay. So Academic Bank of Credit and Artificial Intelligence programs, they will make the Indian youth future ready, and they will open for an AI driven economy. So these are all the benefits of the Academic Bank of Credit and Artificial Intelligence. So other initiatives launched by PM Modi include first year engineering programs in regional languages, Indian Sign Language to be a subject at secondary level, and Nishita 2.0, which is an integrated program for teacher training, Safal program mainly for class 3, 5, 8. So it is a competency based assessment framework for class 3, 5, 8 in CBSE schools. AI for All initiative mainly to provide basic understanding of artificial intelligence to every citizen in the country. So this year target is 1 million citizens must be given awareness about artificial intelligence. And National Digital Education Architecture and National Education Technology Forum. So these are all the key initiatives of the first anniversary of the National Educational Policy. Okay. And also programs like the Vidya Parvesh, so which is a curriculum created by NCERT for the first class students. Diksha Portal, so it created a new record, 5 crore hits per day and total 23 crore hits in the past year of pandemic. So it's a platform for teachers, students and parents for learning. They'll provide learning material on this Diksha portal. So these are all the details about Diksha portal. Next question, e-rupee digital payment solution was launched by whom? So e-rupee digital payment solution was also launched by PM Modi. So PM Modi has launched this e-rupee. So it is a redeem voucher. So it is a redeem voucher, one-time payment mechanism developed by the NPCA. So this e-rupee is mainly for the beneficiaries, so targeted beneficiaries, and to maintain a leak-proof system. Okay. So NPCA developed this e-rupee on the UPI platform. So this is launched with the help of the Department of Finance Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and National Health Authority. So this platform is used to ensure a leak-proof delivery of welfare schemes. So using this platform, so different schemes like providing drugs, nutritional support will be given to the beneficiaries, target beneficiaries. So also private sector can also use this digital vouchers. They can provide it to their employees. So if private companies, they need to provide bonus to their employees. So these e-rupee vouchers also can be given to them. These vouchers can be redeemed anywhere. So this is directly delivered to the mobile phones of beneficiaries through SMS string or QR code. So it's a prepaid gift voucher. So you need not have any credit card, debit card, or mobile phone, or mobile app, or internet, nothing. Simply by showing this QR code, this e-voucher, e-rupee voucher can be redeemed. So these are all the facilities. The next question, the Union Ministry for Science and Technology. So he released the Biotech Pride Guidelines. So who is our current Union Minister for Science and Technology? So who is the current Union Minister for Science and Technology? The answer is Jitendra Singh. So Jitendra Singh is the new Minister for Science and Technology. So he released the Biotech Pride, Promotion of Research and Innovation through Data Exchange Guidelines. So these guidelines were developed by the Department of Biotechnology. So these guidelines are mainly to provide a framework and guiding principle to facilitate and enable the sharing and exchange of biological knowledge, information and data. So these guidelines are implemented through the Indian Biological Data Center. So the exchange of information will mainly help in promoting research and innovation. Okay. So BioGrid, which is the national repository of the biological knowledge, information and data, will be responsible for enabling the exchange, developing measures for safety standards and quality. So the EBDC, the Indian Biological Data Center, will be the national repository of the life science data in India. So the main work of this EBDC is mandated to archive all the life science data generated in India. Okay, so please remember all these points. Okay, so this data center is currently at the Regional Center of Biotechnology, Hyderabad, and also we discussed the Union Minister of Science and Technology, Jitendra Singh. The next question: which of the following state has not started the Pasco code scheme till date? So which state hasn't started this Pasco code scheme till date? The answer is West Bengal. So Union Cabinet, they approved the extension of 1023 fast track roads, which include 389 Pasco codes as a centrally sponsored scheme for 2 more years. So Union Minister Arunach Singh Thakur, so he said that out of 31 states and union territories, only 28 have implemented them, of which West Bengal is one of the states which haven't started this scheme. Okay, so the scheme will be extended from 2021 to 2023 with an outlay of 1500 crores, of which center share will be 970, state share will be 600. The center share will come from the Nirbhaya fund. So this scheme is initially launched in 2019 till 2021, now extended till 2023. Okay, so these are fast track courts established mainly for stringent punishment, including death penalty for rape perpetrators of rape. So the Criminal Law Amendment Act was passed in 2008 to bring shift dispensation of justice for the victims, for better clearance rate, to strengthen the deterrence framework for the sexual offenders. These initiatives were launched in 2018. So please remember all these points. The next question, similar, belonging to this only. So Union Cabinet has approved the continuation of this 1023 fast track courts up to which year? We already discussed up to 2023. Up to 2023. We already discussed. The next question, how many athletes represented India at the Tokyo Olympics 2020? So how many athletes represented India in Tokyo Olympics 2020? It is a 228 long contingent, of which 120 are athletes. So 120 athletes, remaining supporting staff, total 228 strong contingent. Okay, so Indian contingent was 228, out of which 120 were athletes. So PM Modi announced that these Olympic contingent will be the special guest of August 15th Independence Day celebration, and he said that he will invite to the PM residence, he will interact with them. So that is why it is in news. The next question, India's nuclear power capacity is expected to reach 22,480 megawatts by which year? So India's nuclear power capacity is expected to reach 22,480 megawatts by which year? The answer is 2031. So by 2031, India's nuclear capacity will reach 22,480 megawatt. So currently we are at 6,780 megawatt. So the Union Minister of State, Atomic Energy and Space, also Jitendra Singh. Okay, so the Union Minister of State, Atomic Energy and Space, Jitendra Singh, so he announced that this particular nuclear energy power capacity in India will increase to 22,480 megawatt by 2031. So currently the share of nuclear power in the total electricity production is 3.1%. So currently we have 22 reactors of total capacity 6,780. Okay, and 10 more reactors are under construction with 8,000 megawatts. And the government has approved 10 more indigenous pressurized heavy water reactors of 700 megawatt each. That means 7,000 megawatts in approval condition. So it is approved. So 8,000 is under construction. 6,700 is already working. So totally by 2031, we will have 22,480 megawatt of nuclear power capacity in India. Okay. The next question. So Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award was recently renamed as the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. So Major Dhyan Chand belongs to which sport? So he belongs to hockey. So he's called the Wizard, the best hockey player in India. So this move was done by PM Modi because of the numerous requests from public. So that is why the Khel Ratna Award is now called the Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. So this award was launched in 1991-92. The first recipient of the award is Vishwanathan Anand. The award was given annually by the Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry. Okay, so this award is mainly for the spectacular and outstanding performance in sports. The award contains a medal, a certificate, and a cash prize of 25 lakh. So if you see details about Major Dhyanchand, so he's called the Wizard, greatest Indian hockey player. So for his extraordinary goalkeeping feat, he's very famous for his extraordinary goalkeeping feat. So he won 3 Olympic medals in 1928, 32, and 36. And on his birthday on August 29, we celebrate the National Sports Day. So do remember all these points about him. We'll go into the next session of international news. So first question, international news, very, very important for all examination. Do remember. So who is reappointed as the Prime Minister of Armenia? We already discussed the new Prime Minister of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan. So Nikol Pashinyan, who won the election in June 2021. So he is officially now the new Prime Minister of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan. Also remember, Armenian capital Yerevan, Armenian currency, Armenian dram. So do remember. The next question, Myanmar military chief who was recently appointed as the interim Prime Minister. The Myanmar military chief who was recently appointed as the interim Prime Minister, the answer is Min Aung Hlaing. So Min Aung Hlaing is the new interim Prime Minister of Myanmar. So this military chief, okay, so he is the chairman of the State Administrative Council. Okay, so recently in February 2021, a military coup happened where the ruling party, National League for Democracy, so who is the leader of the party? Aung San Suu Kyi. So she was removed, her party was removed for power and military overtook the government. So the military chief Min Aung Hlaing, so he is now the interim Prime Minister and he promised to conduct elections by 2023. So Myanmar capital Naypyidaw, Myanmar currency Kyat or Chat. Okay, so do remember these points. Next question. So how much amount, okay, of general allocation was sanctioned by IMF in SDR, special drawing rights, to help member countries to deal with pandemic crisis? So how much amount was allocated by IMF, International Monetary Fund, to in the form of SDR, special drawing rights, to deal with pandemic condition? The answer is 650 million. So huge amount was allocated by the IMF in the form of SDR, 650 million. So do remember this. The Board of Governors of IMF, so they approved this amount of 650 billion in the form of IMF special drawing rights. So this will come into effect from August to 23rd. So if you see these SDRs, these are mainly to support the member countries, especially the emerging and developing countries, to battle the ongoing COVID pandemic. And the COVID pandemic has caused a lot of economic downturn. So to get relief from this economic downturn, distress, this particular allocation was given. Okay. So if you see this special drawing right, this is not a currency, not a claim on IMF, but it is a potential claim on the freely usable currencies in the IMF members. So this IMF SDR has a lot of currencies like US dollar, Euro, Japanese yen, pound sterling, Chinese renminbi. So if you want to buy dollar, if you India want to buy dollar, India can use this SDR and it can buy dollars. So India can give SDR and it can buy dollars. So SDRs are like tokens used for exchange for currencies. Okay, so that is SDR. So do remember. Remember these points very, very important. IMF headquarter Washington, established in 1945. IMF CMD, Chairman and Managing Director, IMF Chief is Kristalina Georgieva, and the IMF Chief Economist is Indian origin, Geeta Gopinath. So do remember all these points. The next question, who has become the world's youngest mountaineer to scale Mount K2? Godwin Austen or K2? So who is the world's youngest mountaineer? So he is a Pakistani, 19-year-old Pakistani. So he scaled Mount K2. So the answer is Sergeros Kashif. So Sergeros Kashif is the youngest mountaineer to scale Mount K2. So 19-year-old person from Pakistani. So he scaled this Mount K2. Earlier he also scaled the 12th highest peak in the world, Broad Peak. And also he is the youngest Pakistani to scale Mount Everest. So earlier the record was under the name of Muhammad Ali Satpara, who is the son of Shadi Satpara, who is a legendary climber. So he climbed at the age of 20. Now at the age of 19, Kashif has climbed the Mount K2. Okay. So next question. Ibrahim Raisi is sworn in as the president of which country? So Ibrahim Raisi is the president of which country? Iran. So in 2021 June, elections were held in Iran, presidential election, where Ibrahim Raisi won the election. Okay. So please remember Ibrahim Raisi, the new president of Iran. So So Iran capital Tehran, Iran currency Iranian Riyal. So do remember all these points. We'll go into the next question. The last question in this section. So name the country which became the 5th country to sign the International Solar Alliance Framework Agreement. So which country has signed the International Solar Alliance Framework Agreement? The answer is Germany. So Germany has signed the International Solar Alliance Framework. Okay. So this agreement, International Solar Alliance, were earlier limited only to 121 countries which were lying in the tropics. But recently, on 8th January 2021, it was open to all the UN member countries. So now Germany joined this International Solar Alliance. So what is this International Solar Alliance? It is the initiative by PM Modi and France President Emmanuel Macron in 2015 in the Paris Climate Summit. So where the countries lying between the tropics, which are the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So these countries, they need to scale up their solar energy production. So to have sustainable energy production, these solar countries, they need to scale up their solar production. So this is International Solar Alliance launched by India and France. So the headquarters is in Gurgaon, Haryana. And Germany, which joined this alliance recently. So Germany capital Berlin, Germany currency Euro. Do remember all these points. We'll go into the next section of state news. Very, very important. 4 important questions we have here. So Mission Naryantak Bano belongs to which state? So Mission Naryantak Bano belongs to Rajasthan. So this program is mainly to encourage the aspiring exporters in the state, to increase the total exports from Rajasthan, to increase job opportunities. So the Rajasthan Industries Department and Rajasthan Industrial Development and Investment Corporation together, they launched this scheme. So this scheme will provide assistance for training, securing necessary documentation, registration in the Export Promotion Council, and to support in trade and export operations. This particular scheme was launched by Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, Rajasthan Governor Kalraj Mishra. So do remember these points. Next is a very, very important question. Please remember, I am telling you very, very important question. So which city has become the first Indian city to achieve 100% COVID-19 vaccination? Which city in India to become the 100% COVID-19 vaccination city? The answer is Bhubaneswar. So Bhubaneswar is the first city in India to get 100% vaccination. Okay. So do remember this question, very, very important. And the first village to get 100% vaccination is Wayan village in Bandipora district, Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. First village, Wayan village, first city, Bhubaneswar. Okay. Also remember, Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, Governor of Odisha, Ganesh Lal. So do remember all these. The next question. So which of the following state has launched a first of its kind earthquake early warning mobile application called Bhukamp Alert? So Bhukamp Alert is an app launched by which of the following state? The answer is Uttarakhand. So Uttarakhand has launched this app. So Uttarakhand Chief Minister, the new Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, so he launched this Uttarakhand Bhukamp app, which is an earthquake early warning mobile application in collaboration with IIT Roorkee and the Uttarakhand State Disaster Management Authority. Okay. So please remember, Uttarakhand Bhukamp Alert app was launched by, Bhukamp Alert app was launched by Uttarakhand. So this earthquake early warning mobile application will detect the onset of earthquake. It will issue warnings regarding earthquake occurrence in the neighborhood, the expected time of arrival, the intensity at the location to prevent any loss. So this app is currently available in Android and iOS platforms. Okay. So Governor of Uttarakhand, Baby Rani Maurya, and Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhami. So do remember these points. So the last question in this category. So which state has received 4 Scotch Awards for easy of doing business initiative? So which state has was awarded the 4 Scotch Awards for the easy of doing business initiative? The answer is West Bengal. So West Bengal is in news this week. So please remember about West Bengal. So West Bengal government was awarded 4 awards in the easy of doing business by Scotch Group. So one award for mainly the Platinum Award, the highest award for Shilpa Sati scheme. Auto renewal of certificate of enlistment was achieved the Gold Award. And online issuance of trade license and online system for registration of deeds were given Silver Awards. And one more Silver Award was given to the West Bengal State Electricity Distribution Company. So these are all awards given by Scotch Group, mainly in the easy of doing business category. So the Scotch Group is think tank facility, mainly dealing with socio-economic issues, mainly focusing on inclusive growth, launched in 1997. So this group will award mainly in categories like governance, finance, technology, economics and social sector, and it is headquartered in Gurugram, Haryana. So do remember these points. The next, also remember the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, Governor of West Bengal, Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay, we'll go into the next category of appointments. So we'll see all the important appointments. So who is the new CEO of Bharat Bill Payment System? So the new CEO of Bharat Bill Payment System is Nupur Chaturvedi. So Nupur Chaturvedi is the new CEO of Bharat Bill Payment System. So do remember her. She, prior to this Bharat Bill Payment System, she worked in PayU, Airtel, Samsung, ING, Vaishya Bank, Citibank. She has a lot of experience in this financial service sector. Okay, so Bharat Bill Payment System is an interoperable, integrated bill payment system, so which was launched in 2013. So NPCI, so they have created this particular Bharat Bill Payment System. So later on, NPCI created a new subsidiary called the NPCI Bharat Bill Limited, where all this system was shifted there because there was a huge traffic in this Bharat Bill Payment System. So according to RBI data, so nearly in the month of June itself, 45 million transactions happened, amounting to total amount of 7,900 crores. So this is the usage of the Bharat Bill Payment System. So currently we are recharging our mobile phones, our dish TVs, electricity, all these bills we are using this Bharat Bill Payment System only. So that is the importance of Bharat Bill Payment System today. So remember the CEO, Nupur Chaturvedi, very, very important. Okay. So let us see a few details about NPCI. Which is the umbrella organization for all the retail payments in India, set up by RBI and Indian Banks Association in 2008, and headquarters is in Mumbai. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. The new Vice Chief of Navy. Who is the new Vice Chief of Navy? The answer is S.N. Gormade. The answer is S.N. Gormade. So Vice Admiral Satish Namudev Gormade is the new Vice Chief of Navy. So he will succeed G. Ashok Kumar, who's superannuated recently. Okay. So please remember the new Vice Chief of Navy, S.N. Gormade. So he was awarded the Ativist Seva Medal in 2017 and Nav Sevana Medal in 2007. So Vice Chief of Navy is the second highest rank of Indian Navy, who reports to the Chief of Navy, who is responsible for all the naval operations. So the current Chief of Navy is Admiral Karambir Singh, and the Deputy Chief of Navy is Vice Admiral Ravanit Singh. So please remember, Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh, Vice Chief S.N. Gormade, Deputy Chief Vice Admiral Ravanit Singh. So do remember all these personalities, very, very important for all the coming examinations. The next question, who is the new Controller General of Accounts? Who is the new Controller General of Accounts? The answer is Deepak Das. So a civil servant, Indian Civil Accounts Service civil servant Deepak Das, he took charge as the new Controller General of Accounts. Okay, he is the 25th officer to hold this post. The Controller General of Accounts is the account keeper of the government according to Article 150. So he reconciles the cash balance of the center with RBI, and also he will consolidate monthly accounts, prepare trends of revenue realization, expenditure, as well as annual accounts of the central government. So he is the account keeper of the government. Okay, so do remember these points. So next question. So Italian luxury brand Bulgari, so appointed which of the following actors as the global brand ambassador? So Italian luxury brand Bulgari has appointed whom as the global brand ambassador? The answer is Priyanka Chopra Jones. So Priyanka Chopra Jones is the new ambassador of Bulgari, so luxury brand of Italy. So mainly this brand works in gemstone jewelry, watches, fragrance, accessories and leather goods. So Priyanka is already the global UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. So this company Bulgari luxury brand was launched in 1884, okay, by Sartorius Vulgaris. So it is currently headquartered in Rome, Italy. Okay, so do remember these points. The next question, who is the new Managing Director of LIC? So who is the new Managing Director of LIC? The answer is Mini EP. So Mini EP is the new Managing Director of LIC. So Mini EP joined as a direct recruit in the company. She served in various senior roles and currently now is the Managing Director of LIC along with Mukesh Kumar Gupta, Raj Kumar and Siddharth Mahanti. Okay, so let us see about LIC. So LIC is the second largest financial services institute with 31 lakh crore balance sheet after SBI, which has 39 lakh crore balance sheet in India. So in June, LIC chairman MR Kumar term was extended till 2022 because LIC is going to IPO, initial public offering. So in the finance budget 2021, finance minister announced the IPO of LIC to come out in this year itself, this financial year itself. So that is why to ease the process, new managing director were appointed, chairman term was extended. These all activities were happening in LIC. So do remember about LIC. LIC headquarter Mumbai, LIC established 1956, LIC chairman M.R. Kumar. The next question, who is the new Locator of Maharashtra? Who is newly appointed as a Locator of Maharashtra? Justice V.M. Kanade. So Justice V.M. Kanade is the new Locator of Maharashtra. Okay, so do remember Justice V.M. Kanade is the new Locator of Maharashtra. So Locator is an anti-corruption authority, ombudsman, mainly appointed by the government to represent the interest of public. So public can directly, they can give complaints against any government official or any elected representative to the Locator for speedy redressal. So Locator will act as a watchdog. He'll keep a check on the government. So this particular act, the Lokpal and Lokaayukta Act, was passed by the Parliament in 2013, which provided for the appointment of Lokaayukta at state and Lokpal at center. So generally Lokaayukta will be a former High Court Chief Justice or a former Supreme Court Judge with a fixed tenure. So if you see the selection process, Chief Minister will select a person as a Lokaayukta in consulting the High Court Chief Justice, Speaker of Legislative Assembly, Chairman of Legislative Council, the leaders of opposition in both Assembly and Legislative Council, and Governor will do the appointment. Okay, so do remember all these points. Okay, once after the Lokaayukta is appointed, he cannot be dismissed or transferred, but he can be removed only by impeachment portion of the State Assembly. So do remember there is a protection for his job. The next question, who stepped down as the non-executive director and non-executive chairman of Vodafone Idea Board? So who stepped down as the non-executive director and non-executive chairman of the Vodafone Idea Group? The answer is Kumar Mangalam Birla. So Kumar Mangalam Birla is stepped down as the non-executive director and non-executive chairman. So now Himanshu Kapania will be the new non-executive director and non-executive chairman. Okay, so do remember these points are very, very important. So on August 31st, 2018, so Vodafone India merged with Idea Cellular to form the Vodafone Idea Group. Okay, so Vodafone currently has 45% stake and Aditya Birla has 26% stake in the company. So do remember all these points. It's a droning ship. VI, is a droning ship because it couldn't compete with the competitors in the current telecom industry. The next question, very, very important question. The first female director of Geological Survey of India. Who is the first female director of the Geological Survey of India? The answer is Dhriti Banerjee. So Dhriti Banerjee is the new director of the Geological Survey of India. So please remember about her. So let us see the details about the Geological Survey of India, which was established in 1916 and headquartered in Kolkata. Okay, it is a premier Indian agency mainly for geological research and studies to promote survey, explore and research of the fauna in the country. It has 16 regional centers and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So do remember all the points about the Geological Survey of India. And you can see the picture here. So this is the Indian gaur, the mascot of the Geological Survey of India. So this Indian gaur is the mascot of the Geological Survey of India. Okay, do remember all these points. Okay, Indian gaur, the mascot of Geological Survey of India. Clear? We'll go into the next session, summits and conferences. So first question, simple question. So Meenakshi Lekhi, so the Ministry of State for Culture, she participated in the G20 Cultural Ministers meeting. So who is the host of this G20 meetings? So who is the host? Who is the president of the G20 this year? Answer is Italy. So Italy is the president of the G20 this year. So G20 meetings were held between July 29 and July 30. Okay. So the president of this year is Italy. So Italy has convened all these meetings. So the main topic of this cultural ministers meeting was protection of cultural heritage, addressing the climate change through culture, building capacity through training and education, digital transition, new technologies for culture, okay, and culture as a driver of growth. All these are the topics discussed in this meeting. And also remember the new Minister of Culture and Tourism, G. Kishan Reddy. The new Minister of Culture and Tourism, G. Kishan Reddy. So do remember all these points. And also remember about G20, which is made up of 19 countries and European Union. Here is the list of 19 countries, very easy to remember. Please remember Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, Germany, France, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea, Turkey, UK, USA. So these are all the countries in the G20. So please remember, okay. Next, also remember about G20, which was launched in 1999. Okay. So since 2008, every year G20 countries are having summits. So either by the heads of government or state, finance minister or foreign ministers or other higher ranking officials, at least once in a year, they're having summits. So this year, Italy is hosting the summit and all the G20 countries have represented themselves in the summits either virtually or physically. Okay. So do remember all these points. The next question, very important question for us because it is related to our country. So who is the new president of UNSC, United Nations Security Council? The answer is India. India is the president of UNSC. Okay. So India took over the presidency from France mainly for the month of August. Okay. So and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the first PM to address the meeting in UNSC. So as a president of this UNSC, India will decide the agenda of the month. It will coordinate important meetings and other related issues. So India will focus on three main priority areas like the maritime security, peacekeeping and counter-terrorism. So on January 1st, 2021, India term, 2-year term was started as a non-permanent member. Okay. So 2 years India will be the non-permanent member. So let us see details about UNSC. UNSC is one of the 6 main organs of the United Nations, mainly responsible for ensuring international peace and security, to approve any changes in the UN Charter, to recommend the admission of new members to General Assembly, and also it has powers like establishing and enacting international sanctions, peacekeeping operations and authorizing military operations. Okay, so UNSC is the only body where it has authority to issue binding resolutions for member countries. So UNSC is composed of 15 members, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. Please remember all the 5 and permanent and the 10 non-permanent members. Check out all the members. The headquarters is in New York, established in 1945, and Indian permanent representative UN is S. Tirumurthy. So do remember all these points, very important. We'll go into the next section of awards. So let us see awards. Okay. The first award, Anand Radhakrishnan, was recently given the Will Eisner Award. So this award belongs to which category? So he was awarded in which category? Anand Radhakrishnan was given the Will Eisner Award. He was given the award in comic category. He was given the award in comic industry. So Eisner Awards are related to the comic industry. They are called the Oscars of comic industry. So Will Eisner Comic Industry Award. So Radhakrishnan was given mainly in the Best Painter, Multimedia Artist category. Okay. So please remember about this. So Eisner Awards were launched in 1988 by Dave Albrecht. So because the Kirby Awards earlier, which were given for this common industry, were discontinued in 1987. So that is why Eisner Awards were launched by Dave Albrecht in 1988. Okay. So these awards were honored on the pioneer writer and artist Will Eisner. So do remember all these points. The next question. The Maharashtrabhushan Selection Committee unanimously selected legendary playback singer for this prestigious award. So Maharashtrabhushan Award. So who was given the Maharashtrabhushan Award? The answer is Asha Bhosle. So Asha Bhosle was given the Maharashtrabhushan Award. So Asha Bhosle, you know, very famous for her playback singing in the Hindi film industry. Okay. So she was given the Maharashtrabhushan Award. Earlier, she was also awarded with the Dada Saheb Phalke Award and Padma Vibhushan Award. So this is about Asha Bhosle, who is also the sister of playback singer Lata Mangeshkar. Lata Mangeshkar was also given this Maharashtrabhushan Award in 1997. So do remember all these points. So let us see about the Maharashtrabhushan Award, which was launched in 1996, mainly to recognize the work and achievements of eminent persons of the state. So a cash award of 10 lakh and a citation were given. So Maharashtrabhushan Award first recipient was P.L. Deshpande. Okay. So please remember also Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshoria and Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. We'll go into the next award, the Lokmanya Tilak National Award, which was given by the Lokmanya Tilak Trust. So Lokmanya Tilak National Award was given to whom? It is for Cyrus Poonawalla. So Cyrus Poonawalla, this name is currently in use due to COVID pandemic. So Cyrus Poonawalla, the chairman of the Serum Institute of India. So he was given the Lokmanya Tilak Award for 2021, mainly for manufacturing of Covishield vaccine in India and also for supporting a lot of work in the COVID-19 pandemic situation. So he was given this award. Generally, the award will be given on August 1st, the death anniversary of Lokmanya Tilak, but due to COVID pandemic situation, the award will be given on August 13 with a 1 lakh cash prize and a memento. Okay, so please remember about Cyrus Poonawalla. So his son Adar Poonawalla is now currently the CEO of the Serum Institute of India, which is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer. Okay, so they are manufacturing currently Covishield, which was developed by the Oxford University and AstraZeneca, and also they are producing the Novavax coronavirus of the United States. So please remember about Cyrus Poonawalla. The next question, DBS Bank, the Development Bank of Singapore, was awarded as the global winner for the most innovative in digital banking by which of the following organization? So DBS was awarded the most innovative in digital banking by which of the following? The answer is Financial Times, the banker. So Financial Times, the banker, gave the award of most innovative in digital banking to DBS Bank. So the bank was also given the Asia Pacific winner in the cyber security category. Okay, so this awards, the bankers innovation in digital banking awards, mainly recognizes the most innovative banks for their digital banking initiatives, strategy and overall commitment of digital information. So the banker is a British English language monthly international financial magazine, okay, owned by the Financial Times Limited, established in 1926 and headquartered in London. Okay, do remember all these points. If you see about DBS Bank, it is a Singapore multinational bank. Okay, so headquartered in Marina Bay, Singapore. So earlier it was called the Development Bank of Singapore, which was set up in 1968. Currently simply called the DBS Bank. We'll go into the last question in this section. So who was given the Professor C.R. Rao Centenary Gold Medal? So the inaugural Professor C.R. Rao Centenary Gold Medal was awarded to former RBI Governor C. Rangarajan. So former RBI Governor C. Rangarajan as well as Jagdish Bhagwati. So both of them were given this award. Okay. So this award, C.R. Rao Centenary Gold Medal Award, was launched by the Indian Econometric Society. So Indian Econometric Society, so they are giving this first inaugural award to Jagdish Bhagwati and C. Rangarajan. So Bhagwati is a professor of economics, law and international relations at the Columbia University. C. Rangarajan, who is the former chairman of the Economic Advisory Council to the PM, the former governor of RBI. So this medal will be presented once in 2 years to Indian or Indian origin personalities who are contributed mainly in the fields of theoretical and applied aspects of quantitative economics and official statistics. So a gold medal and a citation will be given. So why it is named C.R. Rao? Because C.R. Rao is the founder president of the Indian Econometric Society. So this organization was launched in 1960, which is the oldest and the largest body of professional econometrians and quantitative economists, which has nearly 2,000 members. Okay, so please remember all these points about the Indian Econometric Society. Okay, the next section is about banking. We have 6 important questions. Let us see all the important questions in the banking category. So first question, name the new enhanced feature launched by SBI for its UNO and UNO Lite platform. So the new enhanced feature launched by SBI for UNO and UNO Lite program is SIM binding. Okay, so SBI has launched a new security feature for UNO and UNO Lite apps called SIM binding to protect the customers from digital frauds. Okay, so what is the SIM binding? Very simple. So apps will now only work on devices where the mobile number is registered with the bank. So same like Google Pay or Phone Pay. So now if in order to function your UNO app to function in your mobile, the SIM must be linked to your bank account. Same like Phone Pay, Google Pay. So in Phone Pay, Google Pay, your SIM must be integrated with your bank account. Same way now to use UNO app, your SIM must be linked with your bank account. So that is the SIM binding feature of UNO. So SBI chairperson Dinesh Kumar Kara, headquarter Mumbai, established in 1955. So do remember these points. The next, which bank has launched this Dukandar overdraft scheme? So which bank has launched Dukandar overdraft scheme? The answer is HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank has launched this Dukandar overdraft scheme, mainly a overdraft facility for small retailers. So in collaboration with the common service centers. So these common service centers are the initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT. So these are access points for delivery of various electronic services in villages. So this scheme is mainly aiming to help the shopkeepers and merchants to ease their cash crunch during this pandemic situation. So in order to avail this scheme, minimum 3 years of operations. So retailers must be operating from minimum 3 years. they need to provide 6 months bank statement, okay, so that then only they will be provided a overdraft facility from 50,000 rupees to 10 lakh rupees, okay. So please remember, Dukandar overdraft scheme was launched by HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank headquarters Mumbai. HDFC Bank was established in 1994, okay. The next question, RBI recently imposed a penalty of 50 lakh rupees on which of the following bank? So RBI imposed a penalty on the Janalakshmi Cooperative Bank. So Janalakshmi Cooperative Bank was imposed a 50 lakh fine, mainly for non-compliance with the RBI guidelines. So that is why the fine was imposed. So Janalakshmi Cooperative Bank headquarters Nasik, established in 1976. The next question. So which of the following bank was empaneled by RBI to act as an agency bank? So agency bank means it will act as a bank for the government. So RBI has empaneled which bank as the agency bank? The answer is IndusInd Bank. So IndusInd Bank is now the new agency bank. So IndusInd Bank will be eligible to carry out all the transactions related to the all kinds of government-led business. Okay. So this decision was taken by RBI mainly to authorize the scheduled private banks as agency banks for the government of business, for the conduct of business of government. Okay. So on behalf of central and state government, now general banking business can be conducted by IndusInd Bank. Okay. So please remember all these points. So IndusInd Bank headquarters Pune, formed in 1994. The next question. So RBI has imposed a penalty of how many lakh on the Bengaluru-based Helvet Packet Financial Services Limited? So RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of how much? 6 lakh rupees on Helvet Packet Financial Services Limited, because the Helvet Packet HP Enterprise, they were in non-compliance with the RBI guidelines. So that is why a fine was imposed on them, penalty was imposed. The next, which bank has crossed the milestone of 1 million customers on WhatsApp banking channel? So which bank has crossed the milestone of 1 million customers on WhatsApp banking channel? The answer is Axis Bank. So Axis Bank, India's third largest private sector bank. So it reached 1 million customers on WhatsApp banking and 6 million request count. Okay. So Axis Bank launched this WhatsApp banking in Jan 2021. So from then onwards, they had a robust response for this. So this WhatsApp banking of Axis Bank, so any person simply by texting to the number on WhatsApp, he can get information about the Axis Bank products like savings accounts, the credit and debit cards, their deposit facilities, their personal loan activities, and also non-financial requests like locating ATMs, getting third-party deals. All these things they can avail on this WhatsApp. Okay, so customers can get a lot of information from the Axis Bank. So this is about the Axis Bank WhatsApp banking channel. So Axis Bank headquarters Mumbai, established in 1983. WhatsApp headquarters California. WhatsApp formed in 2009. WhatsApp parent company is Facebook. Facebook acquired WhatsApp in 2014. Okay, do remember all these points. We'll go into the next section of business news. We have only 2 important questions here. Let us discuss all the 2 important questions here. So first question, so LIC Card Services Limited, it partnered with which of the following banks to launch 2 new RuPay credit cards called Lumin and ECLA. So Lumin and ECLA cards were launched by LIC in partnership with IDBI Bank. So in partnership with IDBI Bank, so LIC has launched this Lumin and ECLA cards. Okay, so currently they will be provided first to the LIC policyholders, agents and the employees of the LIC group. Okay, so these cards will have a special insurance coverage. Okay, these cards will have validity of 4 years with interest-free credit period up to 48 days. So these are all the benefits of the RuPay credit cards launched by LIC and IDBI. LIC established 2008, LIC CHSL Card Service Limited headquarters Mumbai. IDBI established 1964, headquarters in Mumbai. Okay. The next question and the last question in this section. How many banks have taken stakes in the blockchain financial tech firm IBPC Private Limited? So how many banks have taken stakes in the blockchain fintech firm IBPC Private Limited? The answer is 3 banks. So currently 3 banks have taken stakes: the ICICI Bank, the HDFC Bank and the Axis Bank. HDFC and Axis Bank, they acquired 50,000 shares. ICICI Bank acquired 49,000 shares. Okay. So this IBPIC was launched in 2020, which is a financial tech company, fintech company. Main objective to provide platform for exploring, building and implementing the distributed ledger technology. Okay. So IBPIC is headquartered in London. So this distributed ledger technology is a digital system created to record transactions of assets in multiple places without no central data storage. So distributed ledger technology means data will be stored in different places so that you can access data anytime from anywhere. Okay. So 15 banks came together to set up this IBPIC. Okay. Mainly to use a blockchain applications for processing inland letters of credit. The IBPIC full form is Indian Bank Blockchain Infrastructure Cooperative Limited, where 10 are private sector banks, 4 are public sector banks, and 1 is a foreign bank. And here is the list of all the banks. So they'll use Infosys Financial Contact platform to digitize and automate the inter-organization trade finance process. So they'll issue letters of credit. So letters of credit means bank is guaranteeing the seller that the buyer will pay the amount in time. So letter of credit means I am bank, I am guaranteeing the seller that the buyer will give money in time. Okay. So these are all the details about the new IBPIC. Let us go into the economy section. We have 4 important questions. So the Modi's government fiscal deficit touches the annual target at the end of June 2021. So how much it touched in the June 2021? The answer is 18.2%. So at the end of June 2021, fiscal deficit in India is 18.2%. Okay. The estimated fiscal deficit in the entire year is 6.8%. And in the month of June 2021, it is 18.2%. So what is fiscal deficit? Very simple. It's the gap between government expenditure and its receipts, its income. The gap between income and expenditure. Deficit means income is less, expenditure is more. Now you need to borrow the money. So fiscal deficit means it's a gap between the government expenditure and income, so that government will know how much money it need to borrow. Government will know how much money it need to borrow. It will indicate the total borrowing requirements of government from all the sources. So this is the fiscal deficit. So what was the revenue collected from GST in July 2021? What is the revenue collected from GST in July 2021? So answer is 1.16 lakh crore. 1.16 lakh crore. So in the month of July, the GST collected was 1.16 lakh crore. The same month in 2020, it was only 87,000 crores. In June 2021, it is 92,000 crores. But in July, it touched 1.16 lakh crore, of which central GST is 22,000, state GST 28,000, integrated GST 57,000, and cess is 7,700. So these are all the numerical statistics of the GST collected in July 2021. So remember. So next question, very important question. The loan disbursement target by government under PM Mudra Yojana for the year 2021-22. So what is the target of loan disbursement this year? The answer is 3 trillion. So government targets 3 trillion loans under PM Mudra Yojana scheme. So last year it was a 3.2 trillion, higher than this year. This year it is only 3 trillion. Okay, because of lack of credit and also credit diversion for other schemes. So under PM Mudra Yojana, 10 lakh credit will be given to the business units, mainly small and micro units. And also this year it was extended to manufacturing, trading, services and agriculture. So banks and other non-banking finance companies, they can provide this 10 lakh credit to the small and micro units. Okay. So until now, till June 25th, 3,800 crores were given by public sector banks to these micro and small units. So if you see about the PM Mudra Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, it is a collateral free loans by banks, non-banking finance companies and microfinance institutions to small and micro business enterprises and individuals in the non-agricultural sector to enable them to set up their business activities to generate self-employment. Now it is also extended to the agriculture sector also. Okay, and the maximum loan is 10 lakh rupees. So Mudra stands for Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Limited. Under Mudra, 3 types of loans are given: Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. Sishu means loans up to 50,000. Tarun means loans up to 5 lakh. Kishore means 5 lakh. Tarun means up to 10 lakh. Sishu means 50,000. Please remember all these scheme details are very, very important. The next question. So which of the following agency has allowed payment banks to carry out activities of investment bankers? So which of the following has allowed payment banks to carry out activities of payment bankers? The answer is SEBI. So Securities Exchange Board of India has allowed the payment banks to carry out the activities of investment bankers. So to ease the access of investors to participate in public and rights issues, So market regulator SEBI has allowed payment banks to carry out the activities of the investment bankers. Okay, until now only scheduled banks were given the act to act as banker to an issue. Now non-scheduled payment banks are also given eligibility. So as a banker to an issue, your duty is to do various activities like acceptance of application money, acceptance of allocation or call money, refund of application money, payment of dividends. All these things must be done by you. So SEBI given a statutory status in 1992, SEBI was established in 1988. SEBI headquarters Mumbai, SEBI chairman Ajay Tyagi. So do remember all these points. Okay. So we'll go into the next section of agreements. 4 important questions are there in these agreements. Let us see the agreements. Okay. So which of the following bank has an agreement with, okay, SIN, an initiative of IIT Bombay? So which bank has agreement with IIT Bombay? SIN, initiative of IIT Bombay. The answer is Indian Bank. So Indian Bank has an MOU with the Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which is the initiative of IIT Bombay, mainly to extend credit facilities to startups and MSMEs. So according to this MOU, Indian Bank will provide loans up to 50 crore for startups, mainly for their working capital requirement and purchase of machinery and equipment. So Indian Bank will provide loans up to 50 crore to startups for their working capital requirements and purchase of machinery and equipment. Okay. So IIT Bombay, so which is a springboard for startups. So they launched this SIN initiative, which is a forerunner in setting up joint R&Ds with industries and supporting startup incubation. So SIN will provide support to MSME sector, mainly by providing R&D arrangements, technical and financial support for incubation and acceleration of high-tech technology products. Okay. Remember about Indian Bank headquarters Chennai, Indian Bank established 1907. Next question. World Bank has approved how much loan for India for mainly the long-term dam safety program? The World Bank approved how much million for India for long-term dam safety program? The answer is 250 million. So 250 million was given by World Bank for India, mainly for the long-term dam safety program to improve the safety and the performance of existing dams. So the project is called the Second Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Program project, called the DRIP agreement. So this is an agreement between World Bank, Government of India, the Central Water Commission and governments of 10 states. So the implementing agency will be the Central Water Commission. So currently 120 dams will be developed. Later on other dams also will be added in the list. Okay. So please remember World Bank headquarters Washington DC, World Bank established 1944. World Bank President David Malpass. Very, very important. These are all important for our examination. I will go into the next question. So which of the following insurance company has tied up with NPCI to provide a unified payments interface auto pay facility to its customers? So which insurance company has tied up with NPCI? The answer is ICICI Prudential Life Insurance. So ICICI Prudential Life Insurance has tied up with NPCI to provide UPI auto pay facility. So under this UPI auto pay facility, so the insurance holders in the ICICI Prudential, so they can link, the customers can link their bank accounts with UPI auto pay. So simply for their monthly or quarterly or half yearly or annual premium payments, it will be automatically deducted from the UPI app. Okay. So this is the UPI auto pay facility. So the ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, which is promoted by ICICI Bank and Prudential Corporation Holdings Limited, so established in 2001. In 2015, ICICI Prudential is the first private insurer to attain assets of management of 1 trillion. Also, it is the first insurance company in India to be listed on BSE and NSE. So these are the achievements of ICICI Prudential. So do remember. The last question in this section, India has emphasized the implementation of MOU with which of the following country over disaster management, resilience and mitigation? So India had MOU with which of the following country on disaster management, resilience and mitigation? The answer is Bangladesh. So Bangladesh and India had this MOU. So according to this MOU, Bangladesh also decided to join the Coalition for Disaster and Resilient Infrastructure. So currently, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Japan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Turkey, Argentina, Brazil are part of this Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. So this is an international coalition of countries, United Nations organizations, banks, private sector and academic institutions aim to promote disaster resilient infrastructure. Their main objective is to promote research and knowledge sharing in the field of infrastructure risk management, standards finance and recovery mechanisms. So this is launched by the Indian Prime Minister Modi at the 2019 UN Climate Action Summit. Okay, so according to the CDRA, it will mainly focus on disaster resilience in ecological, social, and economic infrastructure. They are mainly to achieve substantial changes in the member countries' policy framework and to reduce the economic loss caused due to disasters. So CDRA headquarters is in Delhi. So do remember all these points. Okay. We'll go into the next section, very important section of defense news. We have 4 important questions here. We'll see all the important defense news. Let us see the defense news. So 2021 India-Indonesia corporate exercise was held in July, in the month of July. So this is which edition? So India-Indonesia corporate exercise, the edition is 36th edition. So it is the 36th edition. So from Indian side, Indian naval ship Sarayu. From Indonesian side, Indonesian naval ship KRA Bang Tomo. So both of them participated in the corporate coordinated patrol exercise in the Indian Ocean region. Okay. So this happened in the international maritime border line. It is happening twice every year since 2002. So it is a military exercise mainly to keep the Indian Ocean region safe and secure for commercial shipping, international trade, and conduct of legitimate maritime activities, and also to prevent illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing, drug trafficking, maritime terrorism, armed robbery, and piracy in the Indian Ocean region. This particular corporate exercise is being conducted. So do remember. Next is Operation Blue Freedom, was launched by Claw Global, a team of former special operatives of Indian Navy and Indian Army. So it is launched in which year? So Operation Blue Freedom is launched in which year? The answer is 2019. So Operation Blue Freedom was launched in 2019 by Claw Group. So Team Claw, Conquer Land, Air, Water. So these are team of the special operatives of Indian Navy and Army. So now they are launching a program where persons with disabilities are taken to scale the Siachen Glacier. So this initiative is a part of the Operation Blue Freedom. So this Operation Blue Freedom was launched in 2019. So this is mainly to create a social impact venture aiming at rehabilitating people with their disabilities through the adaptive adventure sports. Okay, so do remember these points. So this is the very important question. So which is the second airbase to be equipped with the Rafale aircraft? So Ambala already has the squadron of Rafale aircrafts. Now which airbase will have Rafale aircrafts? The answer is Hasimara Airbase in West Bengal. So Hasimara Airbase, the Western Air Command of West Bengal, will have the Rafale jets. It is the second IAF base to be equipped with the Rafale jets. Okay, so do remember. So India already received 26 Rafales out of the 36 ordered. Okay, so first batch came in July 2020 during the pandemic situation. The Rafales were produced by the Dassault Aviation Company of France, and we have a deal to acquire this 36 Rafales at a 59,000 crore contract. Earlier, Sukhoi airport aircrafts were borrowed from Russia. So after 23 years, India is now acquiring major fighter jets from France called the Rafale jets. The Rafale are produced by Dassault Aviation. They are mainly known for the air superiority and precision strikes. So this Rafale was introduced in 2001 as a twin-engine multi-role fighter aircraft. Okay. So next question and the last question in this section. So which naval ship is the first Indian naval ship to call the heritage coastal port of Gopalpur in Odisha? So which naval ship is the first naval ship to call the heritage coastal port of Gopalpur in Odisha? The answer is INS Kanjar. So INS Kanjar is the first naval ship to call the heritage port of Gopalpur in Odisha. So it is a 2-day initiative mainly as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Swarim Vijay Varsh, the celebrations of 75 years of independence and the 50th anniversary of 1971 war. So the ship visited the Gopalpur port in Odisha mainly to enhance the ties and spread the awareness to the local people about the coastal security and maritime operations. Okay, the ship crew also had discussions with the port authorities about the berthing facilities for naval ships. They created a cleanup drive at the Gopalpur beach and a tree plantation initiative, and they gave dry provisions to a nearby welfare association in Ganjam district. So these are all the activities done by crew of the INS Kanjar. So do remember. So we'll go into the next section, ranks and reports. Okay. So how many Indian companies were listed in the 2021 Fortune Global 500 list? So Fortune Global 500 list, how many Indian companies were placed in the top 500 list? 7 Indian companies were placed. Okay. So Fortune Global 500, simply called the Global 500, is the annual ranking of top 500 corporates worldwide by revenue. So this is given annually by the Fortune magazine. So Reliance Industries is the highest ranked Indian company, which is overall 155th position in the world. Walmart topped the list as usual from past 8 years. Walmart is topping the list. And China is the country having 143 companies. USA with 122, Japan with 53 companies in the list. So if you see the Indians in the list, Indian companies, Reliance, State Bank of India, Indian Oil, ONGC, Rajesh Exports, Tata Motors and Bharat Petroleum. If you see the top 10 companies, Walmart, State Grid of China, Amazon of US, China National Petroleum, Sinopec, Apple, CVS Health, United Health Group, Toyota Motors of Japan, Volkswagen of Germany. These are the top 10 companies. Okay. The next question related to the same global 500 list. So which company topped the global 500 list? The answer is Walmart. So we already know Walmart topped the global 500 list. In India, it is Reliance. Okay. So next question. So which of the following cities are out of the global top 100 list and currently ranked at 106 and 110 by the QS Best Student Cities ranking? In the new QS Best Student Cities ranking list, so these two cities are now at 106 and 110. They are not in the top 100 list. So these cities are Mumbai and Bengaluru. So Mumbai and Bengaluru, they dropped to 106 and 110 in the new 9th edition of the QS Best Student Cities ranking. So this is given by the higher education analytics company called the Quacquarelli Simons Group. Okay. So if you see the list in 2019, 18 and 2022, you can see the downfall of rankings. Okay. So Mumbai and Bengaluru, the ranks are getting low. Okay. So this rankings, QS rankings is mainly to compare 115 educational destinations. London is the best student city. Munich is the second best. Seoul and Tokyo are the third best cities in the world for students. Okay. So this list is given by the QS company. So QS is a British company specialized in analysis of the higher educational institutions, established in London and headquartered in London, established in 1990. Okay. So these are about ranks and reports. We'll go into the next section of science and technology. Very, very important. Science and technology. Let us see the important questions. So ISRO and NASA joint operation called NISR. NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar to be launched in which year? So this NISR project to be launched in 2023. So NISR project to be launched in 2023. It is a joint project of ISRO and NASA. So go through the details. ISRO headquarters Bangalore. ISRO established 1969. NASA headquarters Washington. NASA established 1958. Okay, so please go through the details about this NISR project we already discussed. And next question, Eutelsat Quantum. So it is the world's first commercial reprogrammable satellite. It is going to be launched by which space agency? So Eutelsat Quantum is to be launched by which space agency? It is European Space Agency. So European Space Agency is going to launch this Eutelsat Quantum reprogrammable satellite. We already discussed about this. Go through this. So European Space Agency is a intergovernmental organization of 22 member states, established in 1975 and headquarters is in Paris. Okay, so do remember all these points. We'll go into the next section of books and authors. Okay, very, very easy. We'll have a quick revision, fatafat revision. So every book and author, just simple book and the author. So who is the author of the book in an ideal world? So who is the author of the book in an ideal world? The answer is Kunal Basu. So Kunal Basu is the author of the book in an ideal world. Okay, do remember. So who is the author of the book? Mayon Musgone, The History of Little Island in the Bombay Archipelago. So Mayon Musgone, who is the author of the book Mayon Musgone? The answer is Ramesh Babu. So Ramesh Babu is the author of the book Mayon Musgone. Okay. The next question, who is the author of the book Lippard Diaries, The Rosette in India? So Lippard Diaries, The Rosette in India. The answer is Sanjay Gubi. Sanjay Gubi is the author of the book Lippard Diaries. Okay. So do remember about him. The next book, Balakot Airstrike, How India Avenged Pulwama. So this book is authored by Balakot Airstrike, How India Avenged Pulwama. This book is authored by Mannan Bhatt. So Mannan Bhatt is the author. So remember all these 4 books and 4 authors. We'll go into the next section now. Sports news. Very, very important. 12 questions from sports because Olympics. So this month is all about Olympics. So you need to remember all the Olympic achievers. First question. So who won bronze in women's badminton singles of Tokyo Olympics? So who won bronze in the women's single badminton Tokyo Olympics? PV Sindhu. So PV Sindhu won bronze. Remember, PV Sindhu won bronze. The next question is about cricket. So Isharu Udana, he announced retirement. He belongs to which country? So Isharu Udana belongs to Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka all-rounder Isharu Udana, he announced retirement. Okay. The next, Hungarian Grand Prix 2021. Who is the winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix 2021? So it is not Lewis, it is not Sebastian, it is not Max Verstappen. A new winner, it is Esteban Ocon. So Esteban Ocon of the Alpine Renault Racing, who belongs to France country, is the new winner of Hungary Grand Prix 2021. So do remember, very, very important. The next step, who won gold in men's 100-meter racing? Who won gold in men's 100-meter racing? The answer is Lemont Marcelli Jacobs. Lemont Marcelli Jacobs of Italy. He won 100-meter men's gold. Okay, do remember. In the same way, 100-meter women's gold. 100 meters women's gold won by Alien Thompson Hera. Won by Alien Thompson Hera of Jamaica. So Alien Thompson Hera of Jamaica won women 100-meter gold. Okay, so do remember all these points, very, very important. This is also very, very important question. So this personality belongs to Germany. He defeated Russian Karan Khachanov in the men's singles gold of badminton sport. So in badminton, he defeated the men's single. Okay, to get this, sorry, not badminton, it is tennis. So in tennis, men's single gold in tennis. He haven't got a Grand Slam yet, but he achieved Olympics gold. So who is he? He belongs to Germany. The answer is Alexander Zverev. So Alexander Zverev, he won gold in men's single tennis. Okay, so please remember him. Very, very important. The next term, this is a Gold Cup. So CONCACAF Gold Cup. So in this Gold Cup, who won this Gold Cup? So in this match, Gold Cup match, who won the Gold Cup? The answer is United States. The United States defeated Mexico to win this CONCACAF Gold Cup. So this is an organization, mainly a football organization, which regulates the football in North America, Central America and Caribbean. So they will conduct annually this Gold Cup, and this Gold Cup was won by USC. Okay. The next time, this is related to Paralympic contingent theme song called Karde Kamaltu. So Karde Kamaltu is the Paralympic contingent theme song. This song was composed and sung by whom? The answer is Sanjeev Singh. So Sanjeev Singh he sung this song, Karde Kamaltu. He's a Divyang cricket player from Lucknow. He sung this song, he composed this song, Karde Kamaltu, which was launched by Anurag Singh Thakur, the new Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports. In the month of July, we discussed one song called the Hindustani Way, which is a song for the Olympic contingent, so composed by A.R. Rahman, sung by Ananya Birla. So Hindustani Way is for Olympics, and Karde Kamaltu is for Paralympics, Indian theme songs. Okay, do remember both of them, very, very important. So for this Paralympics, which are to be conducted in Tokyo from August 24, 54 para sports persons across 9 sports disciplines are going to participate from India. So do remember this. Paralympics also, you'll have questions in August. We need to study them. August, September, you'll have this Paralympic questions. Okay. So we'll go into the next question. Lovlina Borgohain, she belongs to which sport? Lovlina Borgohain, she belongs to which sport? She belongs to boxing. So Lovlina Borgohain, Indian boxer. Okay. She got bronze medal, the 3rd Indian medal in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. She belongs to boxing sport. She won medal in the women's welterweight semi-final. Okay, so do remember about her. The next, Indian men's hockey team, they defeated which of the following country to win medal in 41 years? In this past 41 years, Indian hockey team haven't won a medal, and now they defeated which country to get this medal? The answer is Germany. So Indian hockey team defeated this particular country to get this medal, and the current Indian hockey team captain is Manpreet Singh. The current Indian hockey team captain is Manpreet Singh. So do remember all these points. Okay. Next question. This person is very famous now. Ravikumar Dahiya. He won silver medal in Tokyo Olympics. He belongs to which sport? So Ravikumar Dahiya belongs to which sport? Wrestling. So he belongs to wrestling. So 57 kg freestyle men's category, he won this silver medal. Okay, so please remember about Ravikumar Dahiya. Okay, same question again. Who won silver for men in men's 57 kg freestyle category? Okay, wrestling. See, the answer is Ravikumar Dahiya. They can ask, anyways, Ravi Kumar Dahiya belongs to which sport? Or in 57 kg freestyle category of wrestling, who won the medal? Likewise, they can ask you questions, okay? So do remember all these points, okay? So these are all the important questions. Now we'll go into the important days. Now we'll see the important days, okay? So fatafat we'll have the revision of important days. The World Ranger Day is observed annually on which day? So World Ranger Day is observed on 31st July. So for days, theme and day is very, very important. So World Ranger Day, 31st July. So the theme of World Ranger Day is Ranger Safety and Well-being. So World Ranger Day, 31st July, Ranger Safety and Well-being. So do remember. The next question, first week of August 1st to 7th is celebrated as which of the following? So August 1st to 7th is celebrated as Breastfeeding Day. So the theme for this year is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. So 1st August to 7th August is World Breastfeeding Day. Theme is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. Okay. So do remember. So Muslim Women Rights Day is observed on. Muslim Women Rights Day is observed on August 1st. Muslim Women Rights Day is observed on August 1st. Okay. So see the details. We have discussed about the triple talaq and all these things. See the details. So next, the theme of World Breastfeeding Week. We already discussed the theme of World Breastfeeding Week is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. Protect breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. Okay. So do remember all these points. The next, 2021 Hiroshima Day marks in which year in 2021? So which year? So how many years of anniversary is observed for the Hiroshima Day or the first atomic bombing? Okay. So it completes how many years in 2021? The answer is first atomic bombing completes how many years by 2021? It is 76 years. So Hiroshima Day is observed on 6th August. So on this day, the atomic bomb was placed on Hiroshima, was bombed on Hiroshima. So this year 2021 marks the 76th year of the Hiroshima Day. So on this day, in the town of Hiroshima in Japan, a bomb called Little Boy was bombed by US, which created a lot of disaster, which led to killing of 70,000 people and 10,000 people due to radiation exposure. Okay. So do remember about Hiroshima Day. We already discussed yesterday. Similar question related to the same topic. United Nations dropped an atomic bomb named which of the following on Hiroshima in Japan on August 6th? The answer is Little Boy. The answer is Little Boy. On Hiroshima, Little Boy. On Nagasaki, Fat Man. Okay. So do remember all these points. Okay. We'll go into the last question in this section. The Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India, TriFed, celebrates 34th Foundation Day on which of the following day? So 34th Foundation Day is celebrated on 6th August. So on 6th August, TriFed, the Tribal Cooperative Marketing Federation, the Development Federation of India celebrates the 34th Foundation Day. Okay. So do remember about TriFed. We have discussed detailed about TriFed. So check all the details about TriFed. TriFed headquarters Delhi. TriFed current chairman Ramesh Chand Meena, and TriFed new Minister of Tribal Affairs Arjun Munda. So do remember all these points. Okay. We'll go into the obituaries. Okay. Deaths in this particular week. So name the World Masters gold medal winner, track and field player who passed away recently. So the answer is Mankaur. So Mankaur is the famous personality related to the World Masters Championship. So it is a athletic championship for older age people. So at the age of 105, he passed away. Okay. So this is about Mankaur. So check all the details about Mankaur. We discussed in detail. Okay. So next question. So who is the Padma Shri awardee, Dongri writer, poet who passed away recently? So who is the Padma Shri awardee, Dongri writer and poet, Dongri language writer and poet who passed away recently? The answer is Padma Sachdev. So Padma Sachdev, who is famous for her collection called the Meri Kavita, Meri Geet, which won the Sahitya Academy Award. She authored many books in Dongri and Hindi language. She is a noted writer, okay, author and poet. She passed away recently. She is called the Doyen of Dongri literature. She is called the Doyen of Dongri literature. Okay, she passed away recently. So two-time Olympian footballer who passed away recently, SS Babu Narayan, Shankar Subramaniam Babu Narayan. Yesterday we discussed Shankar Subramanian Babu Narayan, two-time Olympian footballer. He passed away recently. So he is part of the Maharashtra team in the Santosh Trophy as well as Indian team in the Melbourne Olympics and Rome Olympics. So he passed away recently. Okay, so see all these obituaries, very, very important. Person, simple, and his sport. That's it. No need to by heart all the details. Just for understanding, we gave details. So miscellaneous news, the last section, we'll see the 5 important questions here. So how many tiger reserves have received the accreditation of the Global Conservation Assured Tiger Standards 2021? So how many tiger reserves in India were given the accreditation? The answer is 14 tiger reserves. 14 tiger reserves were given the Global Conservation Assured Tiger Standards, an accreditation tool on the tiger reserve countries. Okay, so this accreditation is mainly for the recognition of good tiger governance. So if you see this Conservation Assured Tiger Standards, it's an accreditation tool. Okay, so which was launched in 2013. So mainly for providing good governance in the tiger reserves, this particular will be given. So Global Tiger Forum as well as the World Wildlife Fund India, both of them are implementing partners of the National Tiger Conservation in India. Okay, so these 14 reserves which were given accreditation were the Manas, Kaziranga, Orang Tiger Reserve in Assam, Satpura, Kanna and Panna Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, Pench Tiger Reserve in Maharashtra, Valmiki Tiger Reserve in Bihar, Dundwa Tiger Reserve in Uttar Pradesh, Sundarbans in West Bengal, Parambikulam in Kerala, Bandipur in Karnataka, Mudumalai and Annamalai Tiger Reserves were given. In Tamil Nadu were given the accreditation. Okay, so please see the Tiger Reserve and the state, very, very important geography question, static question for exam. So see all these questions. Okay, we'll go into the next question. The world's largest star sapphire cluster was found in Ratnapura. So Ratnapura is in which country? So Ratnapura is in Sri Lanka. So world's largest star sapphire, it was accidentally found in Ratnapura, Sri Lanka. So this stone is in pale blue color. Okay, so this stone, Ratnapura, is called the gem capital of the country. So this sapphire cluster is now weighing nearly 510 kg or 2.5 million carat. So in international market, its value is nearly 100 million. Okay, so do remember these points. Also remember Sri Lanka capital Sri Jayawardhanepura Kotte, the legislative capital, and executive and judicial capital is Colombo. Currency of Sri Lanka is Sri Lankan rupee. Okay, do remember these points. So this is very, very important question. Supreme Court of India held that governor of the state can pardon prisoners including death sentence cases. So governor's power to pardon overrides a provision under criminal procedure code. So which section will governor override? So the section is 433A. So section 433A of the Code of Criminal Procedure will now be overridden by the governor power to pardon. Okay, so we'll go into the details. The Supreme Court gave a judgment that governor of the state can pardon prisoners including death sentence cases. So earlier, in order to pardon them, they need to complete 14 years of prison sentence. But now there is no need to complete the 14 years of prison sentence. Governor can pardon anytime. So that is section 433A. So 433A mandates the prisoner to be remitted only after 14 years of jail. Okay, but now governor can override this section 433A. So this is why it is in news. Okay, so do remember this. The next question: Border Roads Organization has constructed and blacktopped the highest road in the world in eastern Ladakh. So what is the name of the road? The road is Umingla Pass. Umingla Pass. Okay, so it is now the world's highest road. Okay, highest motorable road. So Umingla, La means pass. So in eastern Ladakh is now the world's highest motorable road at 19,300 feet. At 19,300 feet. So until now, the highest motorable road is in Bolivia at 18,953 feet. Now Umingla will be the highest at 19,300 feet. And in India, Kardungla is currently the highest at 17,582. But now it will be replaced by Umingla at 19,300 feet. Okay. So BRO headquarters New Delhi, BRO established in 1960. So BRO, Border Road Organization, is the agency of the Ministry of Defense mainly to construct roads in the border areas, to maintain roads in the border areas. The last question: the Central Board for Indirect Taxes and Customs, they launched a portal called the Indian Custom Compliance Information Portal. So Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs was launched in which year? The answer is 1964. So 1964, the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs was launched in India, was established in India. So they launched a new portal called the Indian Customs Compliance Information Portal. So this portal will give information Okay, regarding all the custom procedures and regulatory compliance. It will give details about 12,000 custom tariff items. So these are all the details provided under the portal. Okay, so we already discussed yesterday. Go through this entire file. So CBIC current chairperson M. Ajit Kumar. CBIC established in 1964. CBIC headquarters is in New Delhi. So that is why I say you to see the static details also. This may be also a question. So this is our entire video for today. So please subscribe the channel, like our videos, share our videos, join the Telegram channel for this PDF, and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We provide coaching for bank, SSC, RRB, as well as for SA Constable. Okay, so our offline classes are also running successfully. You can visit our branch or you can call our numbers for further details. So thank you, students. We'll meet in one more important session, and also come our lives, visit our lives every day at 7 p.m. So we are providing live session on quantitative reasoning, quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and English, mainly for bank examinations. So attend our lives every day at 7 p.m. So thank you, students. We'll meet again. Thank you, one and all.